What's going on, family? So we are back with another weekly update on my $100,000 account. So mind you, for those of you guys who are watching that are new, this is phase one currently. So I'm still in the first phase of it. And for the week of March 11th through the 17th is basically what I'll be covering. So I want to pretty much show you guys what pretty much happened to me. I'll show you the history first. You said, like I said, 11th. So the 11th started from here. And this is pretty much what happened to me. I tried to take buys on UJ. You can see I had some other buys. Some sales as well, trying to catch that sell. And man, UJ ended up going heavily bullish, and I also ended up going to try and get into UCAD. And man, I went into profit right here for one of my entries. It was heavy. I was down near up like $1,500, and I was thinking she's going to keep going bearish, and I tried to scale a second entry, but when I scaled it in, I got caught. And I'm going to show you guys exactly what I did wrong, and you know what I'm saying, so you guys don't make the same mistake. So with all of that being said, I want to take you guys to the charts on TradingView actually. So we'll hop over to it. Go to UJ real quick. And this is pretty much what happened to me. UJ was extremely bearish, and even coming up into this area, I had been trying to take sales to see if it could go back down again. But obviously, that change of structure and everything on how everything just shifted right here, especially after my trend line break over here based on the lower time frames. The bears were not coming in. Like my bias was still on sell, and I pretty much just got caught. And then in one of the moves, I eventually changed my mind, and I was like, okay, let me get into one of the buys. And I just got stopped out. It was a good move, and I got stopped out. I believe, that buy that I had taken was pretty much over here after this, and I think it was this bullish engulfing candle, either this one or that one, pretty much. And then the news just pretty much spiked me out, and then she ended up going my direction. So that's something that happens when you're trading. Like, no matter how nice the move looks, like, you don't know what could possibly happen. So that's why they always talk about, like, you can always control your risk. So you want to try your best to do that, because the market is just so unpredictable. You don't know what can happen, especially with these crazy candles. We had another crazy candle like that over here, where it pretty much just went all the way up, all the way down, all the way back up. Like, those wild candles is stuff that I really hate, but it's part of the trading process. So as long as you use good risk, you'll be fine. So and on top of that too, I pretty much technically I had a tight stop as well too. Like, my stop should have been like realistically, my stop should have been like somewhere down here, but that's too much of a risk. Obviously, I'm giving up too many pips, so I wanted to kind of give myself that tight stop. And obviously, you can see how dramatic that move would have been if I managed to stay in, and I didn't. Obviously, when I got stopped out, I believe I was at work during this time, so I was like, I'm not gonna watch it again. But being able to be active on the charts, it would have gave me another opportunity over here, which would have been nice, and I could possibly take something like that and rise something like that, or I could still use a type stop again and go through it. So this is pretty much what happened. And later on, I tried to catch those sales, and like I said, it just wasn't going my way. So I ended up going into UCAD. So let's go to UCAD and see. And I had a zone right here at the time too. This was actually where that sale pretty much happened. This was the one that I was in profit on. I think I had something like this, and mind you, I didn't have all these marked up, guys. So bear with me. I just didn't feel like doing that this time. But this was something similar like this. Basically, is pretty much what I had. And my targets obviously were down here. So you can see my risk to reward is pretty dramatic. And when she started popping down like this, I went to the lower time frames and just tried to see if I could get another opportunity down here, and it caught me, dog. It really did catch me. And on top of that, because I tried to get in somewhere, I believe it was like somewhere either up in here at first, or I mean, excuse me, either up in here at first somewhere, and then she pulled back. It's like that, and I changed my mind, and I got that $600 loss, and then she started getting that momentum again, which I should have popped up here, just to be safe. I don't like to pop. I don't like to trade breakouts. I like to trade pullbacks, like, or a retest, whatever you want to call it. And I went out of my rules and I didn't do that, and I ended up getting in down here near the support level. And my stops was basically right here, based upon like, or really my stops was here technically, based upon my first entry. Like, my rule is if I scale in with that second entry, if that second entry pulls back enough and it makes my my first entry go to zero and like, or go negative to where I'm negative in equity, then I never want to get to that point. I'd rather close out both trades and break even. And I even went against my rules in that, and I did not do that, so I got caught. But if this pretty much played out like I wanted to, man, we damn near almost probably would have passed the account or the phase just like that. And I guess me just being so eager to do that, unfortunately I got caught. So but yeah, so but the good news is we didn't lose that dramatically. We still got some room to grow on the account. So I'm not too worried. Like you guys pretty much saw, we are at a balance of $98,763. So we still got room. Max loss for this account is around $10,000. So we're still like going steady. And mind you, I'm only risking about $500 per trade. Max, if I go crazy, $600. So I'm not doing anything too dramatic. I'm trying to take it slow, inch by inch, to make sure those losses don't dramatically hurt my balance or my my daily loss limit, because the daily loss limit for the 100K is $5,000. So I'm taking my time with this, and like I said, I just wanted to pretty much update you guys for what I was doing. I don't have to do this, but I know a lot of people out here are doing these challenges and they're having trouble, and I've passed a good number of them in my past, from different firms. And I still haven't gotten funded yet. Well, one time I did get funded, and I ended up messing it up on that particular challenge as well. That was when I was trading with Rocket 21. But yeah, man. My best advice to you guys is to keep growing as a trader. Grow with your technicals. Over the weekend, don't not do anything. You know what I'm saying? Back test. Practice, so that when your opportunities do show up on, when the week starts or whatever, you won't be frozen, or you won't be, uncomfortable with making certain moves when you're trying to get in and stuff like that. So that's something that's helped me as well too. So back test, grow as a person, develop that, different relationship with your money. You know what I'm saying? Really appreciate it, and appreciate this opportunity as well too, because at the end of the day, like, you have the ability to make an enormous amount of money within a short period of time, way different than a regular job. So really be thankful with that. Even if you made $100 in the market, $500 in the market, like, that's still a dramatic difference than somebody working hours and hours and hours and days just to make 500. So be thankful for this, guys. But that is all from what's pretty much happened to me this past week. If you're looking for mentorship or anything like that, check out my website. I will leave that link in the description. My day trading course is in there. Thank you guys who have already supported it already. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're enjoying it. But other than that, guys, that is it for this video. And like always, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.